Donald Trump is a master media manipulator. And I think what's happened over the last 12 hours is really, really instructive in that regard. So let me explain. So what has the story and every headline and the lead of every newscast and the lead story of every homepage and what everyone's been talking about for the last 36 to 48 hours? Elon Musk turning on Trump and Republicans and bashing the one big beautiful bill that's basically his agenda he's trying to get through Congress. Okay, that's not a good story for Donald Trump. You don't need me to tell you that, right? His one-time closest rival, the richest man in the world, the guy who owns the most prominent political online town hall in the world in Twitter/X, posting 30, 40, 50 times about how this bill is terrible and how they're going to beat anyone who votes for this bill, isn't a good look for Donald Trump. It's not the headlines he wants. Okay, so what happens around 7, 8 o'clock Eastern time last night? Two things. One, Donald Trump signs an executive order instituting a travel ban on a full travel ban on 12 countries and a partial travel ban on 7 more. So basically 20 countries, number one. And number two, Donald Trump announces that there will be an investigation into Joe Biden and his use of the autopen to sign things. And did Biden actually have control of the autopen at all times during his administration? How much did he use it, etc.? Okay. Neither of those decisions came about willy-nilly. Donald Trump ran in 2024 on a travel ban, right? He did this in his first term. It was very legal. There was a lot of legal back and forth. Eventually, on the third time they did the travel ban, they got it through with legal approval. He ran that he was going to make one bigger and tougher and all that. So this has been in the works. If you think, now Trump, when he announced it, said that this was at least in part response to the Egyptian national who was illegally in this country who used a homemade blowtorch or flamethrower to attack a pro-Israel march in Boulder, Colorado recently. Here's the thing. Know what country is not on that 19-country list of either partial or full travel bans? Egypt. So the idea that this is a response to that is not totally borne out. They had this in the can, right? They were waiting for a time to roll this out. This did not get written in the last 48, 72, or 96 hours. That's number one. Number two, Donald Trump knows that one of the best things he can talk about is Joe Biden. He's been president now for a while. I mean, we're in June. Joe Biden dropped out in July of last year. But he knows that Joe Biden gets his base fired up. He knows it gets people talking. He knows it gets the media covering it. So why not talk about an investigation? Why not talk more about Joe Biden? Because look, what is an issue that is not good for Donald Trump? Infighting between Donald Trump and the richest man in the world. And does Elon Musk have more power? And can he change the outcome of this bill in Congress that is funding Donald Trump's priorities? Bad story, obviously. Again, you don't need me to tell you that. What's a better story for Donald Trump, particularly with his base, but more broadly? Number one, immigration, right? We're cracking down. We're not letting these people come in anymore. That's broadly popular with voters. And, Joe Biden, he was out of it and he was too old and we're going to look into it. Again, yes, it's very popular with the Republican base, but there are plenty of swing and independent voters too who will respond to messaging like that. So he is using the bully pulpit. Now, presidents always do this. Donald Trump is not unique in this regard, but he is using the bully pulpit. He is using his ability and knowledge of the way to manipulate and control the news and saying, okay, one big beautiful bill, little shaky in the Senate. Elon really complicating things with his sort of barrage of tweets about how bad it is. We need to change the subject. Immigration, travel ban, that's going to be popular. That'll get people talking. And we're going to launch this investigation into Joe Biden, really popular with the Republican base, and, not unpopular with swing and sort of loosely partisan affiliated voters. So he is taking you looking from here, and he is forcing you to look over here. I think we have to look all of these places, right? I mean, I think we can't lose sight of Elon Musk and what he's doing, and will he have an impact, and what will the one big beautiful bill do? And we know it's going to add trillions of dollars to the deficit. We need to keep talking about that, while also noting, okay, travel ban from 19 countries, that's a real thing. Investigation into Joe Biden, real-ish thing. I don't know what comes of it, but something to keep an eye on. We can walk and chew gum, but don't don't get it twisted. What Donald Trump is doing here is purposely manipulating what people are paying attention to and hearing about. And that is something that the modern president and the modern presidency allows someone to do, and he does it more and more aggressively than any past president, at least that I've seen. Okay, that's it for me. One thing you can do as a huge favor to me, become a subscriber. Just hit that subscribe button. It will get you loads of free content, and it will help me build my career as an independent news creator. All right, everyone. Thanks.